Welcome back to WJZ at 9. Meet Dina Bowles, the curator of the National Cryptologic Museum.
Hi.
Welcome to WJZ at 9. Let me explain why we're here. Again, K2 and I this week are taking you to what we personally think are the 5 coolest places we have seen or visited, and this museum is one of them. Simply put, the National Security Agency, NSA, kind of got tired of tourist traps. Oh, the Spy Museum in D.C., or the this, the that. And they're like, no, this is important. This is America's security. We are the real deal, and we can put together a museum and show you how it actually works. And that's the basis of the National Cryptologic Museum.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So, you know, we are over 30 years old now, but we have everything from the World War II bomb that is historic. Everything is 100% real, to codes in everyday life, which is what we've demonstrated here through music.
And we're going to talk about codes, okay? We're all football fans. You see Lamar flip open a thing on his wrist because the offensive coordinator, Todd Monken, by code has told him what the play is going to be.
That's correct.
And you all actually have some of those in the other room.
We do. We have the Baltimore Ravens wristbands, as well as Penn State, and a few other hidden things.
But also in music, artists like Taylor Swift will code.
Yeah, absolutely. She is known for her codes by her Swifties, I think. You know, the amount, I mean, this does date back to Bach, so this isn't anything new, but it is something that's fun and innovative and a great draw to bring people in.
We have about 45 seconds. Bach, how did Bach throw codes in his music?
He liked to hide his name within his music as
Come
he was
on.
composing.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, he's not the first and he's not the last, as we've seen. Taylor does it, but also, you know, Rush with YYZ, they've done Morse code within their music as well.
It is incredible. And you were talking about codes in everyday life. A traffic light is a code.
That's right, yeah. You know, green is go, red is stop. It's all hidden communications.
Unbelievable. If you're into Mission Impossible, if you're into Reacher, John Wick, if you like reading spy novels, well, no more fiction, folks. You come here just outside the front gate of Fort Meade, and this is a building full of the real. And coming up next half hour, you're going to show us the best-kept secret of World War II.
That's right.
Talk about codes. We're going to parts unknown. Back to TV Hill. Well, hey, good morning again. Good morning, everyone. You met Dina Bowles, curator, last half hour, Spencer Allenbaugh, who's Director of Collections, and Jennifer Robertson, who's Director of Education here at NSA, the National Security Agency's own museum, the National Cryptologic Museum. And you told me something. I was talking about the Spy Museum earlier, which I've been to in D.C. Good folks, fine people, but there's a difference. What is that?
So we always talk about the fact that it comes down to the Spy Museum is really about that spy aspect throughout history, and we really focus on that cryptoanalytic perspective. So the technologies that surround it, and that's anywhere from ancient all the way up through today's technologies.
You could spend 2 or 3 hours in here. Open daily, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 4. Mm-hmm. You can go to the website for directions. We're just outside of the front gate of Fort Meade itself. Crazy. What is behind us?
So this is the World War II cryptoanalytic bomb. This was developed to help crack the daily sightings for Enigma.
This shortened World War II.
Yep, World War II. So this is where the U.S. side came into play, where we were helping crack the 4-rotor Enigma daily settings, and you know, our waves, our women, were helping support during World War II.
You've always heard about the Enigma machine. Mm-hmm. But Spencer, how did you get a hold of this, the bomb? It's called the bomb, B-O-M-B-E.
Okay. So this is the last one. At the end of the war, we're not quite sure exactly the path of how it got here, but a lot of things go into storage when they'd have no use for it anymore, or they've moved on to the next technology. And so that's how this would end up in storage. And there's always been we need to preserve this history. We need to preserve the things that we've done in the history of the U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, things like that. And there's no difference from the cryptanalytic aspect of that. And so that's how we got it.
Got it. How many items are on display here, Jennifer?
Oh my goodness, we have probably well over 100, I would definitely say, in here.
Oh yeah, and over 85% of what's on display is 100%. You know, the first is something, last is something, or used by someone or a particular event. It's 100% real. You're not going to see this anywhere else.
I mean, that's why K2 and I are back. You agree, Kay?
Amen.
I mean, you can jump in here if you want. I mean, I'm just telling you, when we left the first time, we just both looked at each other and went, wow. All of our locations this week, you know, we have, when we first got there, Mr. Bow, the Space Telescope, this, that. It's been wow. Thank you so much for hosting us again. We're at the National Cryptologic Museum, NSA's own showcase. Back to TV Hill.